windy. Oh boy, it's windy. We still got ice, lots of ice. We still got plenty of ice. Yeah, sucks. I just rode down to the lake behind the house here to check the ice conditions. Still lots of it. Last year at this time the dock was out. People were out in their boats. Oh well, that's the way it goes. At least I can't drive out there yet. There's the dock. Just waiting to be put out. What's this I see? Is this something free by the road? Yeah, what is it? Looks like a sink. Is that a free sink? Yeah, it sure as heck is. Must be free. It's fiberglass. It's very lightweight. These are good. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah! Thank you, whoever you are. I have a goal for today, and that's to get up all of this straw off my drain field and septic system, get it put in the garden. She's going to use it like as, to put between the rows of her plants or something for weed control. I don't know. I'm not the gardener. But before I can do this, I want to get the leaf blower out, and I want to blow all those dead leaves, or as many as I can, out of the garden, blow them through the fence or underneath the fence, and get it cleaned up a little bit so I know where to kind of put this stuff. I don't like doing this stuff. It's got to be done, though. This is one of the prices that you have to pay when you live out in the woods. And this is also one of the prices you have to pay when you live out in the country. And third, it's also a price you have to pay when you live in extreme climates, like the Brainerd Lakes area. I would consider an extreme climate. I think it's one of the 4 top coldest places in the country. Don't quote me on that, but definitely top 5, this I can tell you. Anyway, we have accumulated over the winter, a massive amount of leaf fall, let's just say, leaf droplets into our garden area. And twice a year, we have to do septic maintenance, let's just say septic maintenance. We want to stop our septic tank from freezing up. So in the fall, we put approximately 16 to 20 bales of Walmart straw, that's where we get it, Walmart, over the septic to stop it from freezing up. And, we utilize the septic country life maintenance schedules, like not using too much water all at the same time, not putting a bunch of antibacterials or certain kinds of cleaning fluids and things like that down the drain that, most people normally do in the cities. But we'll put the straw down on the septic, and then over the winter, what happens is the straw that we originally put down doubles in size because it accumulates a lot of leaves, from the woods. When you live in the woods, that's what happens. So, plus additionally, I will, when I'm leaf blowing in the fall, blow additional leaves on top of the straw just to give it that additional layer of insulation so that it doesn't freeze up, because if your septic freezes up here, it is really expensive to get it unfrozen, let's just say. They have companies that come out, apparently it's a thing, they put steamer blankets and things like that over your septic to unfreeze it, and it can get very costly. So, what they say, an ounce of maintenance, yeah, that's our motto, that's for sure. So we broke out the actual 2-stroke. Yep, Echo makes an actual 2-stroke. Steel, they're all, I guess, kind of, mixed gas machines, but they call this the Echo leaf blower is the actual 2-stroke leaf blower. Well, that's what they told me when I bought it, and that's why I bought it, because it's supposedly far superior than the other 2-stroke leaf blowers out there, and that's what I got. And it works extremely well. So what I do is I take this leaf blower and I just blow all the leaves in the gardens, starting with this one because it happens to be right next to the septic system, to the house, which I have to take all the straw off of and put half of it in the garden and half of it basically in the woods, I guess. We store it for our compost pile and add as we need it. And this is an extremely long day when we have to do this type of thing. It takes anywhere between 4 to 6 hours to get it done, because invariably by the time we get the straw off the septic system, it's muddy and wet and nasty. You have to poke through some frozen straw and things like that. But you want to get it off because your septic system needs to breathe in order to function properly. So we get it off as soon as practically possible, and that's usually around mid-April, the end of April every year. So this is just one job, that I just do not like doing, but it has to be done. So we blow all the leaves through the fence to clear the gardens. It saves a lot of time doing it by hand, because in years past we had to do it by hand. Wheelbarrow at a time, one wheelbarrow at a time. But I found that just taking the leaf blower and just blowing the leaves in the garden right through the fence is a better option. So this is one of those days that you're kind of not wanting to do anything else after you're done, because your body has just vibrated out. You just don't want to do anything else after this. But this is one of the sacrifices you make by living in North Country. mind saying I'm really glad that's done. Another year. We bought septic blankets we're going to try out next year. The reason we kept putting straw on it was because it always worked. Our system never froze up, so kind of apprehensive about putting septic blankets on because we've never tried it before. We always use straw and it always works. So I guess you got to try it, you know, save you a lot of work in the spring and fall. So the advantage of putting straw down is we reuse it for the gardens and the compost, things like that. But yeah, I'm really glad we got that done. It's looks like spring out here now. Look at all that dust. Look at all that dust. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Oh, this is a target arrow that I just found that I'd lost 20 years ago.